Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two 13-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come buy my tacos up.
Locking me up for but I got license. Security. I give you 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security. Nah, check me good. I got a in my neck. Check me good. You on the camera?
The News wrote today, news in Atlanta court is saying the Atlanta DA is pursuing the 4PF RICO case. Expect Lil Baby, alongside other members, all arrested in the indictment within 90 days. During the court hearing, it was announced, investigator Viverito is on the stand. We are listening to wiretapped calls. Someone mentioned that Lil Baby had tickets on some people's heads.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even like that, man. Got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harm. Or
and who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
Meaning Baby put up money to have people dealt with, which is just like Dirk's M for Hire case. This got the attention of Snoop Dogg, who tweeted, "First Young Thug, and now Lil Baby being played by that Atlanta DA. Y'all Atlanta rappers be careful out there," which had academics explaining the city of Atlanta is getting ready to pursue Lil Baby.
So there's this journalist, he's out of Atlanta, well-reputed journalist. His name is George Cheedy. Like, he was the person who was very accurate on predicting that YSL was going to get indicted in the RICO. He's an Atlanta journalist, certified. He's really good. He's came out and he said that the Atlanta Public Defenders Council, like the office, they're basically their specialized unit for Georgia's Public Defender's Office. The one the unit that specializes on gang cases says the office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF case. Now, I don't know what OMF is, and that he expects Lil Baby to be indicted.
But this led to Young Thug tweeting out, "Biggest liar in the DA office," which exposes investigator Marissa while calling her a liar, as academics explained more about Marissa's involvement.
So there's someone named Marissa Viverito. This person was a undercover cop. Now, what she testified to and spoke to, it's related to the Lil Baby 4PF. So 4PF were beefing with these guys called OMF, which is part of this like bigger like gang called like Goodfellas. And those guys, some of them got indicted federally. Remember when Lil Baby shot the music video in that hood? These guys, they shot the music video that Lil Baby was at. Allegedly, some 4PF dudes went to go to retaliate, and then they came back to spin back on Lil Baby, or not Lil Baby, let's just say 4PF. The investigator that was supposed to be undercover is someone named Marissa Viverito. She testified to a few things. Yo, these OMF dudes are beefing with 4PF. We got wiretaps, so this is how you know an indictment definitely is coming.
As News revealed an important update by saying, Baby taken into county jail for questioning on the passing of Jakody Davis and Lamon Freeman. Police wonder why he closed 4PF after the crime happened. As the police followed it up with the announcement, the Atlanta police are calling out Baby, saying his actions led to the passing of 2 young individuals last summer. During a press conference on February 26th, the Atlanta PD announced 7 arrests had been made in connection to the passing of Jakody Davis and Lamon Freeman. Major Ralph stated, the incidents were part of a gang war that started with an altercation at Baby's music video shoot last May, where 3 people were injured. As the officer directed the end of the statement at Lil Baby by saying, this team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable.
The investigation aspect of this, Lamon Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Because Baby was caught up by his ops while filming a music video. And it turns out the lady that was interviewed on the news about the incident was the one who alerted the ops that Baby was there, because she recorded a video of Baby filming the music video and posted it to her Facebook.
Where y'all at? We over here kicking in. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. We don't know how we do it at Slapping Taco. Baby, there he go, there he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how he doing this Slapping Tacos, baby.
As the police believe it was her video on Facebook that got the attention of the ops and made them pull up. But what's strange is the police are still blaming Lil Baby. Even the time when Baby was asked about closing 4PF in an interview, it seemed weird. With it announced, Baby reveals he ended his record label 4PF to avoid it being labeled as a street team.
First 4 Pockets 4 had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because it's all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, it's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
But this led to fans calling out Baby by saying, if Baby does get RICO'd, his career is just over. Bro's music is already hanging on by a thread, with academics saying the same thing.
Man, you better listen. I don't know if Young Thug's still just on a vacation. Tell him you need him. You need him for a verse, a song. You probably need him to pop out his loud for you, because it would have made it all better. You need this, okay? Please. Yo, the crazy thing is Lil Baby confidently be previewing these. It's like, yo, they're hot. Yo, chat, I feel like the Monstars hopped out of one of them New Jersey drones and grabbed Lil Baby and shook the talent out of him. I don't know what I'm hearing thus far, chat.
But many fans believe Baby's being targeted because of Gunna's snitching in the Young Thug trial, as we finally heard Young Thug speak about Gunna for the first time since he was released.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
This resulted in a tweet going viral reading, "Once y'all learn the entire effects of Gunna snitching in that YSL trial, then you'll realize why Thug and Baby will never be cool with him again." As this led into many more issues for Lil Baby, because a month after Gunna snitched, it was announced, Baby was arrested Monday night for carrying a concealed firearm without a permit and was sent to the Clark County Detention Center, where he was being held on $5,000 bail.
I need 20 bands, call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call the number for me. Locking me up for a but I got license. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Hey, lady, my check leaving at 19. Nah, check me good. I got a in my nuts. Check me good. You on the camera? I got a in my nuts. Check me good. I got a. Alright, y'all let me that cross shoot myself in the head. Y'all fired.
However, it's a lot deeper than this. Only 8 months ago, academics revealed on stream that 4PF was labeled on the same RICO documents that YSL were on.
I've heard 2 of them. Like, I've heard the 2 of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever, but these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top I would say 3 rappers in the game.
But academics revealed everything as Baby's recent arrest seemed like a warning for a massive charge coming his way.
I'm gonna tell you some things that you're gonna have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fani Willis started targeting YSL, Fani Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were gonna get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay, we got it. So the feds told him, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Von died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. You doing the math? You see why Lil Baby is moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county, state watch.
As this answers the question of where Baby's been the last 2 years, he's prepared his music, businesses, and his financials for anything to possibly happen. As many believe with Young Thug getting released, the DA wants to target Lil Baby next, because after already being arrested once, Baby would somehow get locked up for having illegal window tints.
Huh? Man, you know why I pull you over? These windows, they tinted. You can't see nothing out.
I'm a celebrity, man. Nobody can't see me. Give me my ticket. Let me ride.
I don't know what celebrity you are.
It don't matter. They give me my ticket. Let me ride. I can't have nobody seeing me right here. I'm gonna let my window up.
Oh yeah, you good, but you can't have that tinted window, man.
Alright, just give me the ticket. Have a good day, man.
Now, who are you? You say you
My name Lil Baby.
Okay, I just need you to sign right here, okay?
You got a pen? 827. You don't be want to have the. You gotta have tints in that level. You folk crazy. I take a ticket and somebody follow me home.
Put a 32.
Huh?
You can put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get the tint.
As Baby originally got his ticket and left, but another officer pulled him over down the street and somehow ended up in jail. Luckily for Baby though, he flew out his lawyer, which bailed him out that same night. With all these arrests on Baby, it feels like he's being targeted, which could be from Gunna's former snitching against Young Thug, because right when Thug was released, he tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," as the nickname Wham refers to Lil Baby, to which Baby responded to Thug by saying, "We should," as Young Thug the following day followed it up with another tweet and video, with Thug tweeting, "Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet, I don't know you, my guy." This got the attention of Gunna and his brother, as Gunna's brother said, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." Later that same night, Young Thug linked up with T.I. and said how he made it home the right way, sneak dissing Gunna.
Hey man, what you gotta tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
However, there's a serious issue with the sneak dissing beef he's creating with Gunna, because academics pointed out that the feds predicted this happening and it was announced. Academic speaks on Young Thug getting released and says the stipulations that he's got are a setup for the court to try to put Young Thug back in jail, explaining it's all a setup for Thug to eventually fail and go to prison for 20 years, while also knowing that if Lil Baby joins in on the beef, they can get them both at the same time.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and his is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about again. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody know Thug was not that weight. So we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.